The OG Broly movie was peak Dragon Ball. At least was one of the peaks of Dragon Ball. Like, if the Dragon Ball series as a whole was a goddamn mountain range, it's one of the tallest peaks there because it is easily one of, if not the greatest Dragon Ball Z movie of all time. And keep in mind, it has some pretty good competition because the OG Cooler movie, Cooler's Revenge, hell, I'll even take the BoJack and Harudegarn movies. Those movies were pretty damn lit. But it's just something about the OG Broly movie that has a special place in my heart. Probably because it was one of the first pieces of Dragon Ball media I ever consumed. Of course, there was the OG original Dragon Ball Adventures of Kid Goku series, and eventually Dragon Ball Z. But I remember seeing a clip of the OG Broly movie, with Broly walking up and walking through that damn Kamehameha wave. There was just something so iconic about it, him walking right through it, standing there laughing at Goku. There is nothing that compared to that shit, even when they tried to redo it with Kale in the Tournament of Power, and even she couldn't do that shit because she walked through Goku's Kamehameha and was out of breath afterwards. Broly just stood down, looked at this man, laughed, grabbed him by his head, grabbed this motherfucker by his hair, pulled him up and said, "What the hell was that?" Then dropped him and then shattered the glass all over the planet like he was Stone Cold Steve Austin. He was giving this man Goku a can of whoop ass. Whether it was his character design or the absolute savagery he demonstrated in this film. I mean, this man had Vegeta on his knees, you know, begging for mercy, literally having him shit in his pants for the entirety of the movie. And then when Vegeta finally grew a pair and tried to fight Broly, Broly was still whooping his ass too. I can't even say it was really an ass whooping. Broly literally just palmed this man's head and slammed him into a big ass rock. And then was like, really, is that it? And then pulled this shit on Vegeta and really said, "You just all talk and no action. Your royalty will then make me kneel before you," and he couldn't even do that. OG Broly was an absolute savage, a goddamn menace to society and the entirety of the South Galaxy, or what remains of it. And now I could bring up his really shitty backstory of hating Goku for crying, which I still think is a really, really shitty backstory. Of course, people have tried to psychologically analyze it and say that, you know, Broly really only hates Goku because, you know, it reminds him of his trauma getting stabbed in the chest. I mean, you already know Broly was kick-ass when fucking royalty, King Vegeta's bitch ass, literally said, "We gotta kill this baby," and yet they still failed to do it, and he survived a whole ass planet getting blown up. But despite all that, I still think the motive for him hating Goku is pretty damn stupid, and it's pretty much become a meme at this point. But regardless of his shitty backstory and motives, OG Broly was a goddamn monster.
Broly is not a monster. Broly is...
What?
I am a genuine demon.
A what?
I'm a true freak.
Pause!
The devil.
Oh my god, he's so goddamn cool!
That's some pretty dark stuff.
He was out here giving everybody the hands. Broly, in all honesty, was one of the scariest villains of all time as well. I mean, this man literally was pulling some Dead by Daylight jump scare shit on Gohan. I swear to God, I heard chase music starting up. Literally, he was slamming Trunks and Goku through different buildings, and then, you know, was just whooping everybody's ass. Piccolo tried to make his badass entrance like he always does just to get his ass whooped 2 seconds later. I mean, hell, there was even a scene where Piccolo and Goku was trying to hit Broly, and Broly was just sitting there with his arms crossed like an absolute badass, just thinking, really, is this all they got? Broly was peak levels of savagery, and I don't think any Dragon Ball villain has come close, canon or non-canon, to coming close to the level of savagery that was OG Broly. Not to mention the fact that this man was so goddamn cool and was so well liked among the Dragon Ball community, at least by a lot of people, that they had to make him fucking canon. Can y'all believe that shit? This guy was so damn popular, they had to make him canon because they saw that, oh man, this guy is fucking great. And don't get me wrong, while I do like the new interpretation of Broly, you know, he's a good guy, they didn't kill him off even though they replaced Vic Mignogna as the voice actor. But regardless, I like the new interpretation of Broly, but as I said, the OG version of Broly just holds a special place in my heart. Broly, especially from movie 8. Movie 8 I definitely think was the best of all the Broly movies. You could definitely argue with Dragon Ball Super Broly, but out of the OG Broly movies, that was easily the best one. Movie 10, when he came back in the Second Coming, was okay, even though he literally just broke out of the ice, started whooping everybody's ass again, and just said Kakarot the whole damn time. And Bio Broly, we don't talk about that one. But y'all get the point. OG Broly, especially in movie 8, was at peak levels of awesomeness. He was whooping Goku's ass. He was jumping on his ass like a trampoline, punching him through mountains and shit. And you know, was giving the Z Fighters absolute hell. He blew up a whole fucking galaxy, or at least destroyed it over time with his dad. And then walked up to his dad and then crushed him in the fucking space pod and then threw him at this big ass fucking comet. And you know, even though the ending was pretty anticlimactic, you know, I was expecting some real big ass epic battle. Instead, Goku decided to go One Punch Man on his ass. Y'all get the point. OG Broly is badass. As I said, the new interpretation of Broly is pretty damn cool, and I'm happy that he's canon, but the OG evil Broly just holds a special place in my heart. He was just totally kick-ass. The only thing he lacked was a good ending to the first movie he was in and a good backstory. Other than that, his character design, the design for the legendary Super Saiyan transformation, and the absolute menace that he was to the Z Fighters and everybody was absolutely one of the coolest things I ever seen. And in my opinion, he is easily one of the coolest non-canon characters ever introduced into the Dragon Ball series. However, this is all just my opinion. Y'all let me know what you think in the comments below. Anyways, that's a quick video I want to put out for you guys today. Before you go, please consider subscribing to the channel, hitting that notification bell. Also liking this video, sharing it with your friends, and let me know, what did you think of OG Broly? Did you think he was kick-ass? Do you think he was shitty? Do you think he was overrated? Do you think he was awesome? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Anyways, I thank y'all for watching this video. More videos coming soon, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.